Amazing Spider-Man number 10, written by Nick Spencer, art by Humberto Ramos. This is part 3 of the Heist storyline. So this issue picks up with Peter Parker and Black Cat, and they are confronting this whole Thieves Guild. And the Black Cat is chastising this Thieves Guild because they've stolen all this stuff from the Avengers. And Black Cat says that, I understand when you steal from rich people or whatever, but these are the Avengers. They help people. You shouldn't be stealing from them. So all of a sudden, Spider-Man and Black Cat are fighting this Thieves Guild. And there are some funny moments here. Some really funny lines from Spider-Man. When the Thieves Guild address him, they just say Spider-Man, and it's written without the hyphen. So it just says Spider-Man as one word. And Peter Parker says, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry to interrupt, but see, I can tell you're saying it without the hyphen, and that just bothers me. It's just like the tiniest little pause between the words. That's all you gotta do. Hilarious. I laughed out loud at that point. So then, as this issue progresses, we have Black Cat and Spider-Man continuing this fight. Things do not seem that great. This Thieves Guild seems to be having the upper hand. But then all of a sudden, Spider-Man starts going through all of the Avengers stuff, trying to see if there's anything that can help them. And he goes through all this weird junk. But then what ends up helping is that he finds this bag and he turns on this cell phone, and then we jump over to the Avengers mansion area, and there all the Avengers are discussing all their stuff being stolen, and all of us, Miss Marvel is there, and she has a really funny line. So she's talking to the Avengers, and she says, "Hey guys, look, I know all of you have all sorts of very cool gear, and my gear is not that great, but I had a bag, and that bag was stolen, and inside there was my cell phone, and I have that little app that says, like, find my phone, and it started to ping. So if we follow this ping, basically, we know where all of our stuff is." And all of a sudden, Reed Richards and Tony Stark are, like, face-palming and, like, yeah, that'll work. Let's go there. So the Avengers are on their way to this confrontation with the Thieves Guild and Black Cat and Spider-Man. And the Thieves Guild become aware that the Avengers are coming, so they decide to bounce, and they say the word vanish, and all of a sudden they disappear. Which is also kind of weird, because how do they have this power to vanish? That is very weird. So then we have Black Cat and Spider-Man sharing some interesting moments. They become a lot closer together. Black Cat, just as friends though, not romantically. And Black Cat is saying how she missed Spider-Man, but she feels weird that she doesn't remember Spider-Man's identity because of that whole Brand New Day storyline a million years ago. So Peter Parker reveals that he's in fact Peter Parker, and they share a pretty good moment. Meanwhile, while all of this action was going on, Mary Jane was at this look-up support group. So it's like a support group for people that are friends or romantic partners of superheroes. And she went there, and she said her feelings about what was going on with Peter, but it was all anonymized. And then at the end of this issue, we kind of have Peter and Mary Jane share a moment, and the relationship is still going strong. Partly helped by Mary Jane finding this support group and being able to get some support there. And the last page in this book is a shot of that villain with the weird big centipede on his shoulders. So yeah, this was a pretty fun issue. I laughed out loud multiple times, and it was a pretty decent time. I'm going to give this issue an 8 out of 10. Pretty good. Pretty good.